welcome to my channel. This is going to be a look at what July 2025 has in store for you. First, I want to start off this video by saying happy birthday to my Leos. I know that your season is going to be starting this month, so hopefully you set your intentions for what you want to manifest with this solar return. Okay, this is like a new year for you, so hopefully you are setting your intentions for some good stuff. But let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to start off with some oracle cards, and then we'll go into some tarot cards to see what July has in store. So first card we have is joy and stability, and we have divinity. So very interesting. There's going to be aspects of this month that feel like the divine is touching your life or touching your situation. And this could come through synchronicities. This could come through opportunities. This could come through just personal insight where it's like, oh, wow, I finally get it. I finally feel like I'm able to be present enough to enjoy the progress that I'm making. Also, with joy and stability being here, there could be intentional efforts to pour into yourself, to be at a place to where you're happy and you're content, and not just on an emotional level, but in terms of your stability. So you could be doing different things with how you're managing your money, or doing intentional things that, again, bring you a sense of happiness, whether that's art, whether that's self-expression, whether that's, spiritual maintenance, whatever this may be. Now, going deeper, what is the general energy around my Leos for the month of July 2025? So I have the Two of Cups and the Ten of Swords. So there's relationships around you that you're looking at, and whether or not they're beneficial to you, or if it's mentally taxing to keep certain agreements, like business agreements, romantic interests in your life. There may be even a close relationship. This doesn't have to be romantic. This could even be a friend where you could feel like this person has betrayed your trust. You may have trusted them with a certain amount of money and then they turn around and didn't follow through. Or you may have trusted them with a certain level of information and then they turn around and they don't do good with their promise of keeping certain information. There also may be a relationship, this is romantic, where you could feel like your person, some of the things that they do could be exhausting for you, where it's like, I really wish that my person would listen to me, or I really wish that they wouldn't do X, Y, and Z, and it just seems like they keep doing it, and I'm mentally just exhausted with expressing myself. Now, going into what I see with career and finance, let's take a look at that. I have the Page of Swords and also the Fool card representing that sector. So you could be just thinking a lot this month about the potentials of you starting something new or restarting an endeavor. This is like restarting maybe a book, or restarting a business, restarting working in a specific field. There's an interest that's sparking for you to get back into things that you used to do or you used to have interest in, or starting something that's brand new, something that could be exciting, different than where you're at right now. Some of you are already in the process of learning and either gaining the knowledge or the skill. You could be practicing, either like doing certain entrepreneurial ventures and whatnot, and this could potentially be ways for you to make money like beyond this month. But you could be thinking a lot about the potential of you starting something. Now, going into love, what does this look like for my Leos for July? I have the High Priestess and the Magician. So you could be dealing with a Pisces or a Virgo. It doesn't have to be any of these zodiac signs, but you could feel like you know your person like the back of your hand, and you can know when their intentions are more so rooted in like good intentions or being manipulative, because you've seen them at work over time. So you could be now assessing whether or not their actions are coming from like a manipulative place or from a place of them being genuine. Okay, especially with the High Priestess, this is like your intuition being in full effect. It also could be a situation where, for my single Leos, there may be someone you're getting to know, and this person could seem really sweet, real down to earth, but you just may not be feeling convinced. Like something about this person or something about this experience still leaves these questions in your brain about whether or not this person is someone to take serious. I think that also too, you could be dating somebody and you could feel this inclination to maybe keep the connection to yourself just to make sure that this person isn't going to flip the script down the line. Now, going into the challenge, what is the challenge? So I have the Queen of Swords and I also have the Two of Wands here. So the challenge that you may encounter, Leos, this month, you may encounter either a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius individual who could be challenging you to some degree, or in regards to the zodiac sign, somebody who could be very nonchalant, emotionally shut off, quite rude in the way that they may communicate. Like they don't really want to answer questions either. They may be the author of misunderstanding, where you feel like you're in the dark, you feel like you don't know what's going on a lot of the time during this month, and it's just confusing. For others of you, what could be challenging is you mentally being conflicted in regards to how you want to move with someone or to move on a decision here. It's like you have all the answers. It's just making the decision. It either could feel like a lose-lose decision, or you could feel like you're just limited in what you can and cannot do. So an example of this could be, with a job, you could feel like you really just want to cut all ties with this and move into something else, but you don't know what that may look like. So the challenge is feeling conflicted, even though you may have the answers. Same thing with the relationship. Like you could know what to do, but not know what to do because there's so much confliction. Now, what is the advice for my Leos that they need to hear for July? So I have the Six of Cups and also the Chariot. So the advice, give yourself permission to move forward. A lot of you exist emotionally too much in the past, or you exist in the realm of like what things should have been. And the only problem with that is you don't really allow yourself to successfully move forward now, or to successfully actually capture, that energy in the present by just being in, an emotional well of like, I wish this would have happened, I wish this could happen, to more so living in it. Another piece of advice is to be mindful of certain individuals that want to hold you to the past as well. In some people's minds, you may be better off holding this image of what they view you as by not changing and by not growing. So where there's people who are very resistant to you wanting to do things differently for the better, that is a red flag. Another piece of advice, if you are like planning to buy a new car, this is very random. If you're planning to buy a new car in the month of July, make sure that you're actually checking it out and making sure that there isn't certain things that you're missing, like getting it looked over by a mechanic, making sure you're not buying a lemon. Okay, that was very random, but it did show up. Now, going into what you need to watch out for or be aware of. What do my Leos need to watch out for or be aware of? So we have the Five of Cups and the Page of Wands. So what you need to watch out for is hyper fixating again on what you feel like you didn't do correctly, or where you think things got kind of squandered and you may have missed out on X, Y, and Z, what you need to watch out for is comparison, especially when it comes to you comparing yourself to your past, because that is a trap, especially if you're not looking at things from the lens of wisdom from the past. Another thing you need to watch out for is how you handle irritation and how you handle frustration. Are you handling it the best way you can? Because there could be moments where you are kind of exploding or blowing up, and this could just be underlying frustration that you just need a better outlet for, whether that's through like physical activity, reading, meditating, whatever it may be for you personally. And also vice versa. There could be someone else around you where what you need to be aware of is someone's looking to take their frustration out on you because they're not over certain things, or there's things that they are struggling with personally that they want to place that victim role, or not victim role, but blame role on any person they can. Now, going into the outcome for this time frame, which is going to be the last two cards. What's the outcome for my Leos for July? So I have the 10 of Pentacles and also the 7 of Swords. So you could be avoiding a family situation, either someone who you may have children with, where it's like, I need some time away from you because I feel like you're dishonest. I feel like you're sneaky. I feel like co-parenting with you could be difficult. Or someone who you may have children with, they may be doing this, where they're acting very distant or avoidant or just not really communicating effectively. Also, with the 10 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords, there may be issues within your relationship that you're addressing, whether that's like cheating or feeling like your person may hide their motives or may hide their intentions, or they just don't, like I said, communicate effectively. You also could be taking care of something that you've been avoiding for some time now. There may have been like this move you really wanted to do, or there's something that you really wanted to accomplish that you say, you know what, enough time has gone by, I'm actually going to go ahead and do this. You actually could be really happy about this. So this is what I see. I hope that this was helpful and to give you some insight in regards to what July has in store for you. And I will see my Leos in the next one. Again, happy birthday, happy solar return, and many blessings to you all. Bye, y'all.